even though I'm no longer directly instructing students as I once did, that talk was immensely valuable for me. I'm able to apply that Monday, literally. I'm probably going to apply it today and tomorrow. The CUE Board of Directors just met yesterday, and some of the things that we discussed yesterday, some of the directions we were asking, good questions about where CUE should be, where CUE is going. Your advice, your panel's direction on that, I think, is very valuable. On that note, I would be remiss if I did not ask the current CUE board members in the room to stand and be acknowledged. I think there's at least two. So Diana Paradise, right here. And Kyle Brumbaugh, has he left the building? The original CUE ball, is he in the room? He's left the building, okay. What can we say while he's gone? Also, in this room, there are a number of past CUE board members. If you were ever a board member of CUE, please, if you could stand and be acknowledged. I see Bonnie Marks, Brian Bridges, two past CUE presidents, in fact, Eileen Walters. Thank you for your leadership and your service. Okay, that was the end of the unscripted edition. I have to now catch up to what we're supposed to be doing at 12:42. And yes, when you partner with Brian Bridges, it's by the minute, people. So I want to make sure you're aware that the illustrious Hall Davidson will be here tomorrow to speak to all of you. He's actually here now, and he's been doing sessions. He has one in the morning, and then again, he'll be doing our Saturday plenary. The topic is when the inside becomes the outside, the old book as the new backpack. I'm looking forward to that. Also, we have the great honor to have Susan Patrick, formerly of the Department of Education. She's now with the CEO. She's the CEO and president of iNACOL. She'll be our closing keynote, and we greatly appreciate our partnership with iNACOL. And her keynote will be excellent tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. But if that's not enough, we have a raffle. One of you might get to go home with a projector. I think we've already established the odds are against you, but I will hope that they may ever be in your favor. I want to thank Brian personally. I want to thank eLearn for their effort. I don't know if Kelly and Deborah and Sandra are all in the room, but they are working tirelessly to make this event happen. So I want to make sure that the eLearn staff, in addition to Brian, get a chance to be acknowledged. Thank you. Would not have happened without eLearn. Brian came to me and said, I know you're already doing an online conference, but it's not working. I think we should do one together, and I'm willing to work with you and build it. So thank you, Brian, for really nudging and pushing in the right direction. This is a fantastic opportunity for us, and we're thrilled to have this here. We have a little gathering. 3,500 of my closest friends are coming to Palm Springs. I'd love for you to be among them. We have Sir Ken Robinson as our opening keynote. We also have one of the speakers today, Catlin Tucker, will be our kickoff keynote Thursday, so you don't want to miss that. And Kevin Honeycutt will be our closing keynote. We have a number of sessions. We have a strand dedicated online and blended learning, and I encourage you to see if you can fit it into your calendar and come on by. Registration continues through February, and then we also, of course, have registration on site. And if you didn't get a chance to submit to speak at the conference, we actually have the last gasp, the last window for you to submit. You could speak at what we call a Q-tip. These are 20-minute TED Talk-like events where you can have a discrete topic, talk for 20 minutes, and we call them Q-tips. I think it was Bert Lowe that came up with the slogan, "Come and get an earful." Q-tips. Thank you, Bert. Aim high, vote low. I also want to take an opportunity to let you know that I think that the work that you all are doing, the work that we're looking at in online and blended learning and the broader scope of ed tech deserves its own television show. Don't you think? Yeah. With the propagation of media, new media, thousands of channels that I have to flip through to find the one I'm looking for, why don't we have an ed tech channel? Why don't we have an education channel that really connects with what we're trying to talk about? So we went and we built one. So it's called the Infinite Thinking Machine, and it's at infiniteThinking.org. And I just wanted to show you a little clip of one of the most recent episodes, if you will indulge me. It's just the opening couple of seconds here. And Ramsey Musallam, who's also here speaking, is our host of the show. And we had a recent episode on blended learning that I thought the first few seconds would be.
In this episode, we are...
And you'll all have to lean in close.
What it is, how it's being done, and why it's important.
Yeah, we forgot the audio piece of that.
So open your minds, pour in a little math and science, add a little tech, and blend it, baby, blend.
So that's the intro. This episode's called Blend, Baby, Blend.
episode of the Infinite Thinking Machine is sponsored by Q, the K-12 High-Speed Network, and the San Francisco School of Digital Filmmaking.
What is blended learning? Our friends over at the Innosight Institute have published a series.
You'll have to watch the full episode to get the rest of that. I just wanted to give you a tease. InfiniteThinking.org. Oh, by the way, if you have a device that's connected to the intertubes and you want to go and vote, it's currently nominated as Best Podcast for EduBlogs. You can vote every day, as many devices as you have, until Sunday. So if you want, that would help us out greatly, and I think help us get that television show that we need. Last little bit here, we've had such a fantastic time planning and looking forward to the event in Costa Mesa. We had the welcome from the superintendent, and we've had a great partnership with the Orange County Department of Education. We're going to come back next year. We aren't done. We want to come back and be in the same location. We'll be at this facility for 2013, so I wanted to make sure you marked the dates, December 6th and 7th. And we're going to go even bigger. We're actually going to take over the floor downstairs from where we are today. We expect that we'll have probably close to 500 attendees. So I wanted to make sure 600 I'm told now. Okay, all right. Give it till tomorrow. We'll find out tomorrow what the final number is going to be. But the request for speakers and the nominations for those wonderful awards that you saw earlier go live in March. So start thinking now, who among you will be the next recipient of those awards and who can be speaking at our conference next year. So I want to encourage you to think about that. We are thrilled to have this event. It's a new event for us, and I think it's an important event for us. The last thought I'll leave you with, I have a note here about the comment John said about robots. I, for one, welcome our robot overseers. That's my note. The note I wanted to say is, here's the note. I've found the last couple of years, and really increasingly in the last 2 months, when people ask me what the work is that Q does, my tendency is to say, well, we're an ed tech organization. We have an ed tech conference. We do things all about educational technology. And I'm finding that's less and less true. What Q does, and it's also true of eLearning and the work that you all are doing, is education. And this is a point that I think Rick made quite well. I don't think I need to call it an ed tech conference anymore. I don't think I need to call it an ed tech organization. This is education, people. And if we're thinking that technology may not be popping up in conversations, in every conversation, then I think we're deluding ourselves. I think the idea that there used to be just a separation between, there's ed tech over here, that's completely gone. The tipping point has been passed, and it is education, the work that we're doing. So that was the last thought I wanted to leave you guys with. Thank you all so much for coming. Brian, I think my duty is to make sure they know that the session begins at 1.
1 o'clock.
And thank you for all of your attention, and thank you guys for coming. We'll see you in the sessions, and we'll see you tomorrow.